All right, welcome race fans. Tonight, IWCR Gen 6 Series takes to Indianapolis for 80 laps, and you're going to be here for all the excitement and fun, so thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. This is actually, I got to share a little info with you. This is actually my very first broadcast with Windows 10. So we will see how it goes here. I'm kind of excited about it. But we'll see how it goes. And yeah. Scott will be along here in just a few minutes, and we may have somebody else joining us in the booth too. I think Robert Riley from MaxSpeedTV 2 may pop in here and surprise us with a little visit and maybe help us commentate the race a little bit. Should be pretty cool. This is a big track, lots going on out here, so any help we can get will be much appreciated. I've got a couple of people I want to talk to, so I'm going to start here by dragging, let's see, I'm going to start out with Craig Hawkins in here, so hold on one second. Craig, are you there?
Yes, really careful.
Well, Craig, what is the plan here for you tonight? I know you want to get to victory lane, and I know you've been pretty tough here lately, pretty strong, but you've had a few bad races. I know you're really not up into the mix of things for the points championship, but what is your plan here for tonight?
Well, I'm gonna take it easy, and I don't got that good of a setup, but Paul Cloma sent me a decent one, and I'm gonna try to work with that one and try to get to the front tonight. Easy as that.
All right, well, very good, very good. Well, how's the track feeling out there tonight with that setup? Does it feel like it's got lots of grip? Is there more than one groove?
This track and this setup, the bottom line is the glue for tonight. I just can't run the high line, and every time I run the high line, it just wants to get loose and spin out. So I just have to find out what my groove is and we up to the front.
Well, what do you think about the new dynamic tracks? Are you starting to get a handle on it, or are you still struggling with the feel of the cars out here on the new dynamic tracks?
I can't get used to it. I just can't at all.
Well, do you think it was a good addition, or or is it something that kind of makes it a little more realistic, but you just need to grasp it or get a hold of it?
Yeah, I think Allison did a good job putting the dynamic tracks on here. It looks like realistic, and I'll just have to get used to it, I guess, and hopefully I can get used to it tonight.
Damn four. Well, good luck out there, Craig. We'll be watching for you, and try to get to the front and at least lead a lap, get some points or something there. Good luck tonight, buddy.
Thank you, Moody.
All right, I got one more Scott here I'm going to talk to. If I can find him. There he is. Zach Miller, you got a copy?
What's up, buddy?
Well, Zach, I'm going to ask you pretty much the same questions, not to repeat myself, but same questions that I just got done talking to Craig Hawkins about. What is your plan here tonight, and how does your car feel on the track?
Car feels awesome, man. I'm on a new team. I'm on Checkers and Wreckers now, and they've built me a great car so far. But the plan, just take it as it is, because you never know what happens here, and try not to hit the wall, but you got to get as close to the wall as possible. So something along those lines. But I don't know. I think we have a good one tonight.
All right. Well, we were talking to him about the dynamic tracks. Have you been able to get a hold of the new dynamic tracks and get a feel for it? And do you think it is made racing better, or do you think that it's something that you still got a long ways to go to get used to?
Honestly, I don't think it's made too much of a difference. But I do like it, but I don't think it's really been significant enough to really faze me. But so far, I mean, I like what I see, and it's been a lot of fun racing these dynamic tracks. But I don't think it's really, been much of a change of what we're used to.
Very good, very good. All right, well, good luck out there tonight, and I'd like to see you get it up there to the front. I know in the past, you've had some pretty awesome races, Zach, so I know you can do it. You just got to have faith in yourself and get her to the front, and hopefully you can bring it into victory lane tonight.
For sure, man. Thank you very much, Rudy.
Yes, sir. All right, Scott, how's it going?
Well, Rudy, how much better can it get when you're talking about racing than being at Indianapolis?
I could think of a few, but okay, I'll give that one to you. Good one.
We are at the racing capital of the world this week, man. And as you said just a few minutes ago, as we were talking before the race, my skin always tingles when we talk about Indy.
Wow.
Love this place, man. I'm looking forward to this race tonight. We only got 2 more after this. I was just looking at the schedule, and we got Dover and Richmond after this. Yeah, a couple of little tracks. And neither one of them would be very easy. So this is the last nice spacious track that these boys are going to see this season.
Well, you want to run over the points real quick here before these guys get ready to go to qualifying, or do you want to wait till they're qualifying? That'd give us something to talk about while they're qualifying.
Yeah, we can do that, or we can do it now. It's up to you.
Well, I was just going to suggest, that, but it's one of the things that I've been kind of watching is how close this is with Brandner in the lead with the points. He does have quite a lead, 46-point lead, but all that can change coming out of the last race at Richmond with the double points. If he does not have a good night and Joe Roberts has a good night, all that can change, and the championship could be reversed, and Joe Roberts could come out the champion here this season.
Yeah, because we still have 2 races, so that lead can shrink between now and then. So the smaller that lead, the less chance Brandner has for error,
Yeah.
He can't make any mistakes at Richmond, If he wants to be the champion, he's got to seal the deal. But he's got tonight, and he's got Dover before that, so he's got to worry about tonight first and get through tonight and just take it one race at a time.
Well, I know. Victory is in his, his locked in his brain right now. He wants to get out there and win the race, but he's got to look at that big picture overall and make sure that he stays focused on the big picture. That, if he can just run a decent race, finish in that top 5 the rest of this season, he doesn't have to win. But that's not in his, vocabulary. Winning is in his vocabulary, So it's gonna be interesting coming down to the last 2 races.
Well, just to follow up on that, Rudy, talking about the top 5s with Brandner, he's got 12 starts this season, and 10 of them he's finished in the top 5. So the odds are in his favor, but you still got to go out there and run the races.
Absolutely. All right, Scott, well, we're going to step away for just a quick minute here and play our national anthem, and we'll be right back. right, coming back to you. All right, we're back. Randall's in the booth. Hey, Randall.
Hey, Rudy.
Are you racing tonight?
I am not. I'm actually taking a provisional. I actually either cracked a rib or torn oblique or something this week. I'm gonna get some pain. I'm gonna get some pain meds from the doctor tomorrow. Hopefully, I can race the truck race tomorrow. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh my! Well, I'm gonna tell you what. That probably would not be a good idea. I mean, I'm just saying because that pulling with your wheel and stuff. You're gonna be in pain.
I probably could race, but I think, if I have a coughing fit or a sneezing fit or, I've been kind of battling a cough, so.
Right. Yeah, that's...
So, the last thing I need to do is in the middle of a race, cause a caution because I have a coughing fit because I'm hunched over in pain, so.
I know it. Damn.
So, I was just telling Scott while the national anthem was going, I'm going to try and probably kick back, put this broadcast up on my 55-inch TV and watch the race.
Very cool. Well, I gotta let you know, this is my very first race with Windows 10.
Yeah, I heard you announced that at the beginning, so
yes.
That sounds cool.
I'm kind of excited about it. I mean, it looks good. I don't think it looks any better or any worse than it did before, What I'm kind of curious is after it's done processing and everything, that's what I want to look at,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I said a few days ago, I said, Friday's the day. I've got all day Friday. If it doesn't work, I can always revert it back to Windows 7. And knock on wood, I'm knocking hard. I have been very fortunate. Everything has went just as smooth as silk. So I'm very, very pleased with it. And it feels good. I mean, the Windows transition from 7 to 10, actually, it feels pretty good. I mean, it feels almost just like 7.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So I'm pleased, very pleased.
Everything looks great on the broadcast from what I can see. So.
Good.
Should set up well too, by the way, for these last couple races here with the points being what they are.
Right.
Thomas Brander's to lose, but as they say, anything can happen.
That's
especially
right.
with that last race of the season being at Richmond in a double points race. Anything can happen.
Yeah, Scott and I were just talking about that.
I was just about to say, speaking of this, let's give everybody a quick top 10 rundown. We got Thomas Brander coming into tonight with a 46-point lead over Fireball Joe. Nathan Sedlick's back there in third. He's 77 points back. Randall, you're in fourth, 101 back. Smallwood's up a couple spots to fifth. He's 103 back. Mike Vining's down a spot to sixth. Joshua Witherspoon, seventh. Sean Medley's down a couple spots to 8th. Stephen Pearson's 9th. And Jeffrey Porter's 10th. And Porter's 137 points back coming in tonight.
Dang.
So these boys need some help. We're going to catch up.
Dang, Roger had the pole there for a little bit. Now Thomas Keene takes it over. And I talked to Zachary Miller. Zach said he feels like he's got a really good setup. And I talked to Craig Hawkins. Craig said, he's just going to kind of ride. He's not too sure about. He doesn't have real good luck here at this track. But Zachary, he sounded very, very confident. So I'm kind of thinking that Zachary may be one to deal with out here tonight. These guys may have to look out for him.
Don't be surprised, and I'm going to let you guys do your thing in here in a minute, but I'm just going to chime in on that. Zach, I've raced with for a really long time. Zach is a really good driver. Interesting thing with him going to Checkers or Wreckers, because I saw that announcement this week. You're going to see a different driver. I think you're going to see him up towards the front, similar to the way you see Thomas Keene on a regular basis up front. If he's driving something good under him, don't be surprised if you start saying Zachary Miller's name a lot more than you probably have been in the past, Rudy.
Absolutely, yeah. He's a good racer. I know. I've known him from back in the NASCAR 2003 days. That's how far.
But with a good set under him, even more, which I think part of his problem with our league is that he hasn't had the most fastest sets beneath him, and he's been getting top 10. So I can just imagine what the sets that he's got now, running with Checkers from Wreckers. So
right.
Be curious to see how he does tonight. Especially, I think this is his first race back from suspension too.
Okay.
Mr. Krumrye is asking for a paint refresh too.
Well,
by the way, Rudy. I
I've
don't know if you saw that.
refreshed it 7 times.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do our old trick, Scott. Is I'm gonna stop it and restart it, just to be on the safe side, because we know that works. We've done it. Remember?
Oh yeah, and then usually turn off the. Make sure you turn on the X-rated stuff too. For some reason, the trading paints sometimes doesn't want to show paints.
X-rated stuff. What?
I think there's something like you're not allowed to show that. Forget what it is.
Now I gotta find trading paints. Uh-oh. I think I might have just messed up. I haven't learned everything about this yet.
Yeah, there's a download paints marked as not friendly for all audience. I always leave that checked and then make sure I can see all paint schemes. So. I learned that one day when we were doing those theme races that some of the schemes weren't showing up, and I checked that little bad boy and it seemed to work. So.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go beer open and sit on my couch and watch the broadcast, Rudy. So you guys have a good race and know that I am watching, and hopefully this is entertaining for everybody.
I'll enjoy that cold one, man.
I will. I'll be thinking of you too as I'm watching. especially if you get pushed in the middle of that race there, Scott.
Yeah, it happens from time to time, but the fridge is only a fuse to wet.
Well, that's good. Helps to have a 2-man booth. All right, have a good race,
yes,
boys.
sir.
All right, see you,
Thanks,
Randall.
buddy. See you
Enjoy.
later.
Relax.
Nah, I'm going to.
Okay, it's downloading all the paints. I know that's worked before, but if that don't work, you'll have to get a hold of iRacing. That's all I can tell you, Paul. Contact iRacing. I have not a thing to do with it. I don't take care of trading paints. It's on my computer, that's all. If it don't work, it's up to them, not me. I hate to be a douche about that, but that is the fact. You know, I'm not being a douche about it. I'm just stating the facts. It's not up to me. It's up to iRacing.
Well, we know how anal everybody gets it.
I want their paints to work. You know, I mean, these guys work hard on their paints. Especially, Paul said he's running a special paint scheme tonight. A Terra car. I have a Team Terra car tonight for a good friend, Tara, who is fighting stage 3 breast cancer. I definitely want that to work, you know. But if it doesn't, you're going to have to get a hold of iRacing. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I've done all I
really
can
right
do.
now.
Go ahead.
They're just going through their drivers' meeting right now. Qualifying is wrapping up. We're about to go down and grid for this race.
Very good.
It's been a good season, buddy. I've enjoyed calling these races with you on Friday night.
Well, I enjoy it too, and I mean that.
Me too, man. I look forward to this.
I do too. All right, here we go. Thomas Keene taking the pole with a 50.346. Congratulations to him. Roger Wagner in second. Jeff Porter starting third. Zachary Miller fourth. Nathan Sedlick fifth. Thomas Brandner, our points leader, in sixth. Kevin Spalding in seventh. Eric Lambert starting eighth. Daniel Smallwood ninth. Mike Vining rounding out the top 10. Scott?
Sorry, I had to mute Thomas Keene there. Sorry about that. Ross Cato starts 11th. Craig Hawkins starts 12th. Justin Warner starts 13th. Galen Gibbons starts 14th. Sean Powell will start back in 16th. Joshua Witherspoon starts 17th. Joe Roberts 18th. Sean Medling starts 19th. Mark Robertson, haven't seen him for a while, Rudy. He's back there in the 20th spot. John Virgo will start 21st. Calvin Troy 22nd. And my buddy, I got to send out a big old thanks to Paul Crumrye in the number 8 machine. He sent me that Blackhawks paint scheme, Rudy.
Very good, very good. Well,
yes, sir.
I didn't even see Mark Robertson in there, so I don't know. If he joined late, that means he's not going to be in the race. So sorry. I don't know. I got no control over this stuff. I can't control it if somebody shows up late. You know, I not my problem. All right, so Thomas Keene on the pole. Let's see if he can I gotta get a little sound on here. That's what I'm missing, some sound. Boy, pretty good sized field here tonight, Scott.
Yes, sir. Indy always draws a good crowd.
Think about
Really, we're less than 2 weeks away from the Top Fuel Racing Indy 300. That's going to be a good one too, buddy.
I think we're gonna have about 20 drivers, maybe. John Verga not in there. I'm not showing Mark Robertson at all. I don't know. Well, we'll see. I don't see Mark Robertson.
His name's on there.
Yeah, he's not on my list. I don't know. I don't see him.
He's a ghost car tonight.
If he entered after, right at the end of qualifying, I probably didn't pick him up. So I can't fix that. There's no way to fix it. It'll just be a car that doesn't show up on the grid, that's all. Okay, so let's see, we got to get up here to Thomas Keene. Why does it keep changing? There we go, Thomas Keene. We'll get him going, Scott. You know how to do it. And you do a great job of it,
Yes,
buddy.
sir. Appreciate that, man.
I'm going to update Trading Paints one more time. That makes number 9. We got guys spinning under the pace
Yeah, we do.
lap.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
What the?
I bet they wave this off here. We got damage too.
You are kidding me.
Craig Hawkins took responsibility for that, trying to warm up his tires.
Well, that should be a rule in every league. You're not allowed to do that.
And they're not going to wave off the start.
Nope.
We're about to go green here. Wow. Fireworks already at Indy. We haven't even got started yet. Pace car is off. Here we go. The third to last race of the season is underway for IWCR, the greatest racetrack in the world, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Thomas Keene got a great jump there, Rudy.
He
Got a
sure
nice little lead already. Single file already coming through turn 2.
Yeah, this is what I've got out of the race now. John Verga, Sean Powell, Craig Hawkins, and Josh Witherspoon all out of the race already.
Yeah, Craig Hawkins was involved in that pace lap incident there. I'm not sure who else was involved in it. I know a couple guys took heavy damage.
Oh, man.
Heard some radio chatter about it.
Jeffrey Porter now in 3rd place. And Zach Miller. We're going to be keeping an eye on Zach tonight. Great racer. We're going to watch and see if he can get up there and possibly lead some laps tonight. That would be really awesome. Brandner, our points leader, in 5th.
See, we got Justin Warner sitting on pit road and Calvin Troy sitting on pit road. So they were involved in that pace lap incident, Rudy.
Wow. Now, let me ask you, do you see Mark Robertson out there anywhere?
Nope.
I didn't think so either. Because I'm not
I
even
think Galen Gidman started from the pits. He's way back. I think he started from the pits.
Yep, probably. Might have missed the start of the race.
And Craig Hawkins and Justin Warner have already taken it behind the wall. They're headed for Dover, Rudy.
Dang.
Early to be headed for Dover, yeah.
Just for a simple mistake like that, warming up your tires.
Tough break.
Yeah, I know, Calvin. Boy, that just bites, man. That bites a big one right there. Porter still in 3rd, and Zachary Miller's kind of fallen back just a little off the bumper of Jeffrey Porter, about 3/4 of a second. I think he's probably given himself a little bit of time to get some heat built up in them tires. I know they've been they're on lap 3, but it usually takes 4 or 5 laps to get them tires all equalized.
Yeah, Rudy, just looking through the field here, everybody's pretty much single file, just kind of riding along right now. Really don't have any battles going on anywhere on the track.
Right.
I think people are just kind of riding right now, taking care of their tires, just trying to find their spot in this line.
Eric Lambert getting passed by Joe Roberts. Joe goes down to the bottom, right on that white line. Completes that pass on his teammate, Eric Lambert.
Joe Roberts trying to work his way to the front. Last week's winner. Oh, Smallwood sideways. Driving that thing for all it's worth right now, Rudy.
Yes, sir. New paint scheme on the car. I think these guys are running some team paints out here. Him and nope. Oh, Thomas Keene's running a Busch car. Excuse me. I thought him and Thomas Keene had to look alike cars. Crumry in 11th. He said he had a special paint job, and I'm not seeing it. So I don't know.
Let me take a look and see what. Yeah, I see it. Pink one.
Oh,
we got somebody. We got somebody down on the 8 back there.
It's pink around the numbers.
He's safe.
Gidman. Gidman's a little slow.
And Medling was sideways too down there on the bottom, and he saved it.
Well, let's go back here and see. That was Josh Witherspoon. So you go back and watch and see what happened to Josh here. I'm sure it was just he got loose on his own. Yes, he did. He just got loose on his own right there. And he's gonna, oh man, he's trying to steer out of it so he doesn't hit the wall. He's already got damage on the car. Looks like he does save it, and Galen Gidman will dive around. Looks like he's going to try to dive around and not hit Josh. Oh, Josh is...
Good
okay,
deal.
There he is. He stops. Okay. Alright, so back up live. See, I'm not even showing Josh Witherspoon on the track, so they've messed it all up so bad now that it's IRTVO's messed up.
We'll get through it, Rudy.
Yeah, I just can't cover them. You know, I can click on him and go there, but it doesn't show what position he's in. It doesn't show his speed. He doesn't show his RPMs or nothing. So.
He's just a mystery driver.
Yep, mystery driver. Thomas Keene.
Mystery driver.
Let's see if he brings them to pit road. I'm sure these guys are going to come to pit road. Every chance you get, you're going to want to come to pit road.
Get 4 Mr. Feelgoods.
Yes, sir. Somebody might stay out maybe to lead a lap. I don't know, but...
It doesn't look like... Well, yeah, I was going to say it doesn't look like this time, but yeah, Kevin Spalding is going to dive out and take that lap.
Yes, he is. He gets that point.
Just couldn't resist it, Rudy. It's like temptation. It's tempting you. It's tempting you. And oh, why not?
He was looking to see if anybody else was going to stay out, and if they didn't, you know, that's a good call. I think it's a good call.
Bonus point.
All right, everybody comes to their pit stall.
He'll be a lonely brother on road when he goes in this time, though. He'll fall all the way to the end.
Yes, sir.
Joe Roberts down on the way.
Keene gets out first. Jeff Porter beats Roger Wagner off the pit road. They come around here. But Kevin
I'll tell you what.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Crumry's on the move, Rudy. Crumry started 24th.
Yeah. Yep, he's up to 11. He was up to 11th there just before that caution, and he's done really good on pit road. He's come right back off of pit road in 11th place, so that's really good. The one I've been kind of watching here, Joe Roberts, he has really moved up through. Started 18th, and he's running in 8th, so he's doing real well. He gets out ahead of our points leader, Thomas Brandner. And those two are in that battle for the points, 46 points separating them two. But Brandner trying to pull out the championship here by being consistent.
Yep, that's the guy he needs to be in front of, Rudy. Joe Roberts has got one guy he needs to be in front of, and that's the 24, and he's in front of him. Now he needs to shuffle some guys in between them.
Calvin Troy says he's on pit road.
Yeah, he was involved in that pre-race incident.
Yeah, with his new paint scheme. So let me check it out here. Yeti coolers.
It's definitely seen better days.
Well, I wanted to see if Paul Crumrye, I'm still not seeing Paul Crumrye's paint. I'm going to refresh for the 10th time.
Well, maybe it'll work on the 11th, Rudy.
I don't know, man. You'll have to get a hold of iRacing. That's what I would
understand.
Do.
He's a Blackhawks fan. His skin's pretty thick. He'll understand.
I'd be on the phone to iRacing. Yet tonight, I'd be on the phone with him, wanting to know why it's not showing up. So I've done all I can do. Okay, Keene has led all but one lap. Now, Kevin Spaulding did go to pit road. He led one lap.
Let's hope we have just very few cautions here tonight, because these cautions around this place, so they take a minute.
A minute, I think.
About 8 of them.
I think I timed it one lap around here under caution. Well, now I take that back. Let me rephrase this. When we had the old pace speed, because they've upped to pace speed now. The old pace speed, it was almost 2 minutes to go around this track.
Yep, that's why I said 8 of them.
Yep, that's pretty crazy.
Big track. I highly recommend, Rudy, that if you ever get the chance to go to the Indianapolis 500, you need to go. You got to go experience that. With as much of a race fan as you are, that is something you definitely got to check off your bucket list.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, they're Randall's informing us about that there will be penalties handed down for scrubbing your tires on the pace lap. That's against the rules. That's what probably 99% of the leagues in iRacing have that rule. That's a damn good rule, because that's a good way to take out some good racers. They didn't even start the race yet, and he took out some good drivers. So. Oh, he says that broadcast looks great on his 55-inch TV.
I'm sure it does, especially with a cold beer in his hand.
Oh, yeah. Kick back, relax there, my friend. Take it easy on that rib. Kind of hold your rib cage with your arms when you go to cough. That'll help. I know I've had broken ribs, and man, that is just terrible. I've had cracked ones. They say cracked ones are worse than broken ones.
I've never experienced that before. It doesn't sound pleasant.
I fell one time way back in the woods by myself, checking coon traps, trapping some raccoons, and I fell on a slippery log and fell right on my left side on the rib cage, and I cracked 3 ribs.
Ouch.
Oh my God, I was in agony. Oh, for like a couple of weeks I was in just agony. Just it hurt to breathe,
Breathing's important too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, get us going, Rudy.
10-4, buddy. All right, pace car's in. And Keene leading them to the line with Jeff Porter on the outside, and they are under green.
Keene timed that perfectly.
Yeah, he got
what a great restart.
Man, Roger Wagner goes into second. It's almost like Jeff Porter was sleeping at the wheel right there.
Keene, they were kind of rolling along, and Keene just kind of, I think he anticipated Keene to go, and he didn't go. And then when he backed off because Keene didn't go, Keene went at that moment. Yep. So he caught him in that transition period.
Yep. It's all about the timing.
Yep.
Zach Miller taking fourth, back away from Nathan Sedlick. Nathan tried to get underneath him and had it for a second, but not enough horses under the hood to keep it there. Our points leader did get back around. Joe Roberts, Thomas Brander back in second.
Yeah, Fireball Joe's right there with him, and they got company, the 88 of Smallwood.
Yes, sir, he is right there, yep.
Crumrice catching these guys, too. What a race for Paul Crumrice. He started dead last in this field, Rudy, and he has worked his way all the way up into the top 10.
I know.
He's ninth.
Yeah, he picked off 2 positions on that restart because he started. Oh, Smallwood.
Smallwood. That's going to bring out the caution. Yep. Didn't hit nothing. Just spun it.
Yep, but that brings out the caution. Well, let's see if we can figure out exactly what happened to Smallwood. I think he just got loose. Is that arrow push maybe or something there? It looks like he was following Joe Roberts and the car just stepped out on him. Wow, but good job keeping it off of everything and everybody.
Yes, sir.
Wow, amazing job right there. Good drive. All right, back up front now. I wonder if everybody will come to pit road or not.
I don't know.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I don't think so either. I think they'll skip this one.
Guys in the back may, just for freshen up them tires, or you never know. It surely wouldn't hurt, in the back of the field.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see anybody in the top 10 come down, though. Maybe 8th, 9th, 10th back, maybe those guys, but nobody definitely in the top 5's coming down. I'll be shocked if they do. I watch Keen's watching the broadcast, and they'll bring them all down.
One of these days, I've got to figure out how to get. I'm gonna have to save a race or something and put it on a thumb drive and take it out and hook it up to our big screen out in the living room and see what it looks like. Because I've heard a lot of guys say that when they watch it, it looks absolutely amazing, And I just on my monitor, I put it out to full screen, and I don't think it looks that great, but everybody says it looks absolutely amazing. So they say it looks real.
We got some guys faking here, Rudy, but yep, the old faker Rooski.
Oh, Brandner gonna
couple
come
guys,
down.
yep. Crumrice, a couple buyers. I figured there'd be a couple of them, but for the most part, nobody come down. Rest of the field stayed out. You're always gonna have 1 or 2 buyers.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we got quite a few people in chat watching tonight. Guys may pit to make changes. Remember, we are open setup league. Randall in chat here giving us the lowdown. He said, guys may pit to make changes. Remember, we are an open setup league, so if you're not liking your car, you can make some tweaks on it some more. Just another perspective. That's true. Yeah. It is kind of.
I'm used to calling fixed setup leagues, so yeah, that's true.
It is kind of cool that the guys they can, and with this new dynamic tracks, the cars change, the track changes, and you have to change your car with it. You can't just drive around like it used to be. You can't just do that. All right, we're waiting on the one to go. This is the worst part of it right here is under caution.
Yep, pacing around this big place.
Yep, these guys hate that pacing stuff, I can tell you.
Let's hope that we don't get another one of these for a little while. Let's get some green flag racing going on.
No kidding, man.
We still got a long way to go.
It looked like it was shaping up to be some pretty good racing there because everybody was nose to tail all the way back to about 12th place. And yeah, that was going to be some good racing if it would have stayed green.
Yeah, we just went 2 to go, so we still got more laps here.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Brutal.
Yeah, it sure is. There's a good camera view so you can see just how big this facility is here in Indianapolis, folks. Big infield, and there is 2 road courses in the infield, isn't there?
Just one.
Oh, is there one?
Just one.
I thought there were, maybe it's another track I was thinking of. There was 2 in the infield, 2 different ones. Daytona, that's what it is. There's 2 different Daytona infield courses. But yeah, this is a big place.
I like the fact that the entire month of May now is devoted to Indy. It's always really been Indy month, but now they've incorporated a road race the first week of May, which I think is awesome. Mm-hmm. That brings a different perspective to the month of May because you start with the road race and then you start with qualifying. Well, you go into the Indy practice and then the qualifications and then the race. And I don't know. If you're an IndyCar fan, the month of May is just special.
Well, I don't see anybody out there scrubbing their tires.
Not this time.
Just a little humor there, that's all. Just trying to break the dead silence there. Well, we'll get to them the next time because I think they're coming to the 1 to go right here. I'm gonna wait.
We got Cato and Vining coming down pit road to top off.
Yeah.
And the lights are out, Rudy.
Randa wants me to talk to Paul Crumrye, but is he even in TeamSpeak? Yeah, he's down there. Well, they did get the 1 to go, but I suppose we could talk to him real quick here, just before they go back green.
Well,
Paul Crumrye, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about your paint, brother. You're going to have to get a hold of iRacing. I would be on the phone with them right now. I'd probably pull off the track and get on the phone with them. Somebody needs to get it straightened out. I would. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I would be. But how's your car running tonight? Boy, you've been really fast out there.
Oh, it's been running good. I'm just trying to lay back a little bit to make sure that I can actually make it to the end of the race. So I think hopefully we can do that tonight.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, good luck and get up there and lead some laps, Paul. And sorry about your paint not showing up, brother. I don't know what to tell you.
We'll figure it out maybe by tomorrow night.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Rudy. Appreciate it.
Yep. All right, Scott, get them going here, brother.
10-4, man. We're ready to go racing. Hopefully some green flag racing.
Heck yeah.
In the Hoosier State. Keen's on it, and we're going back to green flag racing.
Boy, he didn't waste any time that time, did he?
Nope. Pace car pulled off, and he was gone.
Roger Wagner right there with him.
See if these boys can have anything for Keen.
Oh, Zachary Miller way up the hill. I'm not sure if there was a little bumping going on there between him and Jeff Porter, but whoa. He's going to lose a ton of positions. Galen Gidman into 6th place now. Started on pit road, got the break there he needed to get back into the mix of things here. Brandner, our points leader, running in 8th. Let's ride along here with Tom and Brandner for a lap and see what this feels like. Definitely backs off a lot going into turn 1.
You have to. It'll push up into the wall if you don't.
Feathers that gas into turn 2. Tries to hold it down as close to that white line as he can. And hanging on to the draft, he is right behind Zachary Miller. Zach pulls out, gets a run on Joe Roberts down the backstretch and into turn 3. And
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh, that was close.
Yes, it was. Joe Roberts probably not going to like that too awful well, but he had the run.
And they're racing for a title.
That's right. Eric Lambert back in 11th.
That was a great perspective being on board and seeing that. That was great timing.
Yes, it was. That was perfect timing, man. I couldn't have hit that any better.
It was like these guys are in the broadcast booth. Oh, let's give them something to be excited about.
Yes, sir. Sean Medling in 13th. Ross Cato trying to work his way to the front in 14th. Mike Vining 15th. And that's all I see on the track right now. I guess that's it, huh? Josh Witherspoon is behind the wall. I'm assuming.
It doesn't, not officially, he's not. I don't see him anywhere, but if Sedlick.
Yep.
Gidman Brander's in it. I think Roberts got through it, but Brander's blown up.
Oh no. Let's go back and see what happened here. That was tough. Tough break for Sedlick and company here, man. I don't know.
Yep. Brander's smoking. He's blown up. And he's headed to pit road.
And Sedlick just gets loose right in front of Galen Gidman. Zachary Miller's going to dodge a bullet there, but no place for Brander to go. Pile drives Nathan Sedlick right in the side. Oh my.
And he was trying to drive back down the wrong way, going back down to pit road, and I think it removed him from the room.
Oh no.
What a change in the points championship, Rudy.
Who, Brander? It did that too?
Yes, sir.
Why was he driving down the wrong way on pit road?
He was wrecked on the front stretch, and he started driving the wrong way on the front stretch to try to get back to pit road instead of trying to drive all the way around because he was blown up. And just as he was going to make the U-turn into pit road, he disappeared.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to do that. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
That's going to shake up the point standings. The points leaders out of this race.
Well, that's the big break right there that Joe Roberts needs. Yeah. It's like we were saying, Scott, it can change in a heartbeat, you know?
Yes, sir.
And that just proved it right there, just exactly what we were talking about.
This is the Brickyard.
That's going to tighten the points up big time. Mike Vining staying out, leading a lap. Everybody else.
This place can.
Oh, keen into the inside pit. We're all. Wow.
I saw that. I was just about to say this place can be sweet to you, or it can do that to you right there.
Oh my.
Not be very friendly.
Almost cost him getting off the pit road first, but he's probably going to have some damage on that car. See if I can. Oh yeah, he's got some left front corner damage on that car.
It might slow him down around this place.
And I'm
going down them long front stretch and long back stretch.
I'm showing Roger Wagner must have got out ahead of him.
Sedlick took it behind the wall. And Brander is officially out of the race.
Dang, I'm telling you, what a change of events, huh?
Indy always shakes it up, man. No matter what season, what car, it don't matter. Indy always shakes it up.
Well, let's take a look at the race summary here. This is caution number 3, folks. We've had 3 lead changes. Kevin Spalding led a lap. Mike Vining's led a lap, and Thomas Keene has led 17. That ain't 20. How does that work? Somebody out of the race that I didn't see. What the heck here?
We haven't completed 20 yet. This will be the completion of it.
Okay, well, Mike Vining is coming to pit road anyhow. But
He
Roger,
did get that lap, though. He hustled and got that lap. He almost didn't get it because he was hanging back, but he hustled.
yep, Roger Wagner will lead now. He is our leader. Thomas Keene will be restarting second.
We'll see if that damage slows Keene down. May not be as fast as he once was.
Randall. He's funny. He says, hate to see the caution, but the door just opened wide open for Fireball Joe Roberts. Joe Roberts hates to see his teammate wreck, but you know he's licking his chops right now.
He sure is.
Oh, yeah. You can bet on that.
Sitting there in 6th place, looking at more points ahead of him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he hated, like I said, you know, he hates to see his teammate wreck like that, Nathan Sedlick, but and Thomas Brandner, because they're both teammates.
A win tonight would be monumental, Rudy. It'd be maximizing the points.
Oh yeah, definitely. Win with leading the most laps would be amazing, you know.
Yeah, because as of right now, Brandner's going to finish 16th.
Wow.
So a lot of points to be gained. That's a leg. Remember I was talking about chopping off legs? That's a leg.
There you go.
You got to chop off a leg at a time. Eventually the giant will fall.
Randall. Licking his chops. That's good. Okay, well, let's see if they get the one to go this time. I'm kind of guessing that they probably will get the one to go right here. Yep, lights are off. On green next time. Well, let's see how Roger's car reacts out there in clean air. He's going to be able to kind of do the Thomas Keene start. Hopefully he can play that smart and maybe catch Keene sleeping at the wheel and pull away a little bit.
Oh, and the leader controls the restart. He always has a big advantage over everyone else. You see in these leagues where you don't have to wait for the green flag to come out, and once the pace car pulls off, you can go at your discretion if you're leading the race, and it gives you a major advantage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Unless you're racing at like Talladega or somewhere where there's major draft, but this is sort of a draft track, but you've also got to have a very good handling car to maintain here.
Well, they've got only 13 drivers left out here on the track right now. A lot of people taken out there on that very first pace caution.
Yeah.
And
4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, man. Very unsettling for a lot of these guys.
We had about 20 and only 16 took the first lap. So, yeah, probably about 4 of them. Get us going, Rudy.
Damn, 4. Roger Wagner's in command of this now. Let's see what he can do. Pace car in. Roger did kind of snooker old Thomas Keene there on that start just a little bit.
That's racing.
Yes, sir. He held him just long enough and then got the jump. Galen Gidman falling back to 4th. Daniel Smallwood, 5th place. You've seen him spin a little bit earlier. Joe Roberts able to capitalize tonight. Brandner being out of the race. Roberts does take over that position from Daniel Smallwood. Now Kevin Spaulding looking to the inside of Daniel. Not able to make it happen just yet, though. Crumry up to 8. Oh, we got somebody into the wall. I heard somebody hit the wall there.
Pretty common coming out of 4 here.
Yeah. Eric Lambert 9th, Zach Miller in 10th. Kind of field has kind of really shortened up a lot here.
Man, Smallwood sideways again through the short chute. Here we go, move for the lead.
Yes,
Dean's making the move, Rudy. And right behind him, look right behind him.
Yes, sir. Galen Gidman goes into 3rd as he gets around Jeff Porter.
Oh! Almost.
Yes, sir. Keenan and Roger
Wagner, he
Wagner.
ain't giving up.
No. Let's see who leads this lap. Looks like Roger will lead that lap. Yes, he does.
Yes, he did.
Keen right there, though. Let's ride along with Keen here. He's going to have to fall in behind Roger now. Gidman in 3rd. Oh!
Whoa, there goes Keen.
Wow, what a job, what a save on that one. That car was gone.
Yeah, it was. Hell of a save.
Man. Well, Joe Roberts moves into 4th. He's getting closer to the front every lap. He's licking his chops, as Randall would say. Crumry gets into 7th. Boy, Paul's having a great night here tonight. I'll tell you, I wish that paint scheme would have worked. Man, I really do.
He started dead last.
I'll try refreshing it one more time. That makes number 11.
I said earlier, maybe it'll work the 11th time. We'll see if this is it.
Might. Well, I've seen it, sometimes where, it does just like all of a sudden it just like shows up, But nope, still not.
Sorry, Paul. I tried.
Wagner still in the lead. Boy, and he has got Galen Gidman on his tail. I don't think he can get much closer. He's only, like a couple of feet from him right now.
Applying the pressure.
Absolutely, that's what he's doing. Trying to rob that air off the back.
There he goes. He's going to get him.
Go side by side. Oh, Roger loose. And Gidman to the lead.
Big save by the 31.
Yes, it was. Boy, and I'll tell you what, this really got these guys all gathered up together here now. Joe Roberts, Thomas Keene, Jeff Porter, Roger Wagner, these guys all right together now.
Yep, and had Wagner put it in the wall there, there's a chance it would have collected some of these guys. So that saved a lot of guys' race.
Yes. Well, Thomas Brandner wanted to join us in the booth, so I guess we can drag him up here for a few minutes.
Alrighty.
Yeah, Thomas.
How you guys doing?
Doing all right. Wow.
Better than me.
Big mistake there, brother.
Yeah, not what we wanted tonight. Coming down to the stretch, and especially being at this track, it's just got so much history with it. It's just one of those you circle on your calendar every year, and you want to win. So, but looking to see what happens here at the end of this one.
Well, we were watching there, and what you did there. I mean, it almost worked, but then again, and I'm not trying to be rude or ignorant or anything. Okay, you should have known better not to do that.
What was that?
Go backwards on the track.
The car was done. Engine was blowed. I wasn't going to drive all the way around. So yeah, the night was over once we got involved.
Well, that's going to kind of change up a lot of things here, because now Joe Roberts is going to gain some points on you.
He is, he's been running great here these last few weeks. Applying the pressure, so it's great. He's in our stable. As much as you want to keep running good as well, you got to give it to him. He's really been focusing up here, and he's got another good car tonight. And you know how Joe likes to have long runs and really shows his stuff at the end. So I'm curious to see how he drives up and gets around these guys.
Absolutely. Well, sorry about your luck here tonight, but things like that happen in racing, and this is kind of a tricky track anyhow. I don't know. But you're going to come out of here about 16th place, and it's going to give Joe a chance to catch up to you a little bit in the point. But are you looking forward to next week?
Of course, I want to see what happens here. I'm really interested to see what happens off of turn 2. 2 seems to be the spot in practice and testing. I don't care how good you made your car for the long run, that it was hairy off of 2 after about 5 to 10 laps. So I really want to see how some of these cars start reacting and see who can handle getting off of turn 2 the best. I think those will be the ones that'll come home with the win tonight.
Absolutely. All right, well, we'll be looking forward to seeing you next week, Thomas, and try to hold on to that points lead. And don't forget, you got double points night coming up here just in a couple of short weeks.
You got to keep reminding me about that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
yeah, we know. We definitely understand that, and I appreciate you guys bringing me up, man. This should be a good show at the end here. I'm gonna put my money on Porter tonight. I think Porter's got something that's going to be pretty good, so I'd like to see him come home with the win.
Well, that would be very cool, very cool. All right, Thomas, thank you for talking with us, man, and sorry about tonight. Go get him next week.
Absolutely, guys. Have a good one.
All right.
Well, Rudy, Calvin Troy's got his half a car back out on track.
Oh, hey, there he is. Yep.
Half a car.
Half a car, yep.
Josh Witherspoon's back out on track.
No, I don't even have him on my relative, so I can't even show him. Gidman now with a 1.1 second lead over Thomas Keene. And he's stretching that lead out away from Roger Wagner too. He's got about 9/10 of a second over Roger Wagner in third. But boy, look who's right there in fourth place. Wow.
Yeah, these two been battling it out for at least the last 5 laps.
They're teammates too.
I think Joe just kind of riding right now. We're getting close to the halfway point, but there's still a lot of race left in this. Oh, and there's Smallwood spinning. We're going to have a caution, Rudy. There it is.
Yep.
Smallwood spun again.
Let's go back and see.
Coming out of 4.
He has not been having a very good night here tonight at all. He's got a lot of right front damage. Yeah, and he just loses it coming out of the turn. That was off of turn 4, yeah. Boy, what a job he did is keeping it off of the wall and everything, wasn't it? Dang.
Yeah, I'm watching it now. He didn't hit the one either. That was a pretty good job. He could have came down and hit the inside pit wall there, but he got it wound down and no damage.
Yeah, he doesn't need any more damage. He's got quite a bit on that right front corner.
Yeah, he's been into the wall a couple times, just bouncing it into the wall.
Well, they come around and try to catch up to the pace car. Who do you want to talk to there, Scott? I'm leaving it up to you, buddy.
How about Keene? Let's talk to Keene. He always gives a good interview.
Do it. I'm waiting on you.
Oh, my apologies. I thought you were going to pull him into the booth. Hold on. Let me.
I can pull him in if you want me to.
Yeah, if you would.
Okay.
Thomas Keene, this is the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do, man.
Hey, Thomas, welcome back, man. How was your trip to Charlotte?
It was fun, man. I got to meet up with Ross Cato, Zachary Miller, Calvin Troy, and Johnny Reed Foley, all a great bunch of guys. But be back, especially in the Friday night series. Been taking a few weeks off in the Friday night series, so it's been pretty good to be back.
Well, you definitely haven't lost a step, I think. You're right back up front again. I had a little bit of incident there on pit road. Is it slowing you down any?
It's maybe just a little bit looser, but I actually kind of like it like that because the setup was kind of tight. But I actually like it when it's a little bit looser, so it's not affecting me on live. It's just I really want to be careful with my gas. But I got a great teammate with Galen Gidman and also with Calvin Choi and all them at Checkers and Wreckers. So it's cool to be teaming up with these guys, and we're definitely showing off the results. So hopefully, I can give Galen a run for his money. We've been pretty much even most of the last few days we've been testing, but he's maybe been a little bit quicker than me. So we'll see how it goes.
Was the incident off of a result from the car being a little loose from the incident on pit road?
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely a little bit loose, especially in the draft when you're definitely behind someone. The car is completely different, and Grace did again. Yeah, but it's definitely a little bit looser, but I got no damage from it, but the car is just completely different. It's 100% different when you're not in that clean air, and definitely here you want that clean air, so.
Yeah, what is up with you and that inside pit wall?
I don't know, my brake bias is really bad.
That's 2 times we've seen you just nail that wall.
Yeah, and I don't know, but the good news is I got no damage on both times, so I'll take it. But I don't know, maybe if I keep hitting it a little bit more, maybe get the car to where, it's loose enough where I can drive it.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck the rest of the way, man. And I'm sure you're probably going to be a strong contender in this thing and going to have a say before it's all said and done. So go get him, buddy.
10-4, man. Thanks. If the car's not hurt at all, so we should be back up there.
Go get him, Thomas.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you can always count on him for a good interview.
Oh, I know it. He does give a great interview. I like his detail. He tells you so much in a lot of words, but I mean, he tells you a lot of info. And that's what people like to hear. I like to hear it because I want to hear what that driver's perspective of what his car feels like and what the race is like for him. The mistakes that he's been making and what he's got to do to get back to the front. I'd like to hear that detail.
Oh, he's going to be back 5th place on this restart. So a little incident there on pit road cost him a couple positions. He was in 2nd. He comes out 5th. We might have distracted him a little bit. Partially, that might have been a little bit on us, too. So
yeah.
Our apologies if that happened, Thomas.
That's why I don't usually like to talk to him until they come off of pit road. But I didn't realize they were coming on pit road at that time. So that's my fault.
And I'm not used to doing the in-cars. So, yeah, that's on me, too. Not paying attention.
Well, Mr. Smallwood's thinking Daniel might have been drinking tonight. He's a little young for that drinking.
That would explain the sentence coming off the corner.
Yeah.
Something tells me that Daniel's going to be tweaking on that car and trying to get that thing feeling a little better.
Well, he better be doing something if he wants to get up there and and challenge these guys. Where's he at in the points? I didn't even.
Let me take a look.
5th place in the points. But he did pick up 2 positions last week. But boy, if he keeps having a bad night like tonight, he could wind up losing those 2 positions that he gained last week.
Yeah, he's 103 points back, so he needs to pick up as many as he can with Brander being out of the race before they get to that double points night.
Yeah, from 4th on back, it's very tight. Now with Randall Drake not making it here tonight for personal reasons there with his ribs, this is going to give Daniel a chance to go past Randall, but also Mike Vining and Josh Witherspoon, they're all going to pass him up. Sean Medling, wow. A lot of guys are going to pass up Randall. Ooh.
He'll fall quite a few spots because he didn't get the points.
Dang, Randall. You need to take care of yourself, my friend. Hey, you ain't getting any younger, Man, if I fell right now, cracked or broke some ribs right now, oh boy, I'd probably wind up in the hospital.
You'd be back home that same night broadcasting a race. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
You're an Iron Man when it comes to this iRacing broadcasting, man. I swear.
Well, I get into it.
I can tell.
Actually,
well, the lights are out, Rudy. Get us on this time, buddy.
Actually, this is a pretty good race tonight. I mean, it's great racing,
Some twists and turns. What else is going to happen? We're not even to the halfway point yet, Rudy. We got 3 laps to go before we're officially halfway.
And that was caution number 4. The field has shrunk a little bit, but I was going to look too. I wanted to see if does Calvin Troy get any more parts put on that car? Nope.
Nope.
He's still missing, I think, a fender and a hood. Both fenders and a hood.
Yeah, but the whole front of the car is gone.
Dang.
But it's rolling.
Hey, he's got a chance to pick up 3 more positions out there. He'll pass up Nathan Sedlick, Thomas Brander, and Paul Crumry.
Yeah, and that's only going to help everybody else with him putting Brander down another spot.
Josh, I've got Josh Witherspoon here, but he's not showing up on my relative or nothing. So I mean, I don't know.
He's out there.
Yeah, he must have joined just as the race was starting or something, because it didn't pick him up. All right, here we go.
He's back at the tail end of the field right now, but he's out there.
Here we go.
He's right behind Smallwood.
43 laps to go when they take the green here, so we're just not quite halfway, folks.
Still a lot of racing left at Indy.
Pace car in. Galen Gidman on the loud pedal already. Jeff Porter falls into second. Zachary Miller inside.
Look at that run.
Whoa, man, did he get a run, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think Porter's going to hold on to it on that outside. We'll see if he can through 2.
Ooh, I don't know.
Nope, Miller's going to take it.
Yes, sir.
But look
Miller.
at this. Here comes Keene. Look at him
Keene,
say,
yeah.
excuse me. Wow. Keene ain't wasting no time.
No, sir. They cannot afford right now to let Galen Gidman get out there too far, because he got out there before and nobody could reel him in. Once he broke that draft away from them, they just could not catch him no matter what they did.
Yeah, and as the cars continue to drop off, it's less of a chance that we'll have a caution. So if he does get away and there are no cautions, then that's it.
Right.
And that's happened. How many times have we seen that happen in the real race, Rudy?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's why, honestly, the crowds for the NASCAR race at Indianapolis have died off, because it's the same kind of race year after year. 1 or 2 cars get out and dominate the whole race. So, yeah, they need to keep getting it close.
Zachary Miller putting on a show, going in second. Back here in the field a little ways, Ross Cato, way off of the pace. He's been into the wall too, so he does have some right front damage. But he's way off of the pace, 5.5 seconds behind the leader right now. But Sean Medling is holding on to the draft of Mike Vining right now.
I'll tell you what, how about Zachary Miller holding on? Speaking of holding on to second place here, and keeping Keene at bay.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. This is quite a little surprise for Zachary Miller to be up here showing some muscle.
Well, you know, we don't see him here every week. And when we do see him here, he makes a statement. I got to say that.
Hey.
He does make a statement.
He definitely is right now.
He'll race for 3 or 4 weeks, and then we don't see him for a week or 2, and then he'll race 3 or 4 weeks, and then we don't see him again for a week or 2. So, I mean, but when he's here, yeah, you can count on him being up there in the mix without a doubt. I mean, he's really a good racer.
Well, Rudy, we're halfway, buddy.
Yes, sir. Roger Wagner in third as he gets around Jeffrey Porter. And here comes Fireball Joe Roberts in 6th place, trying to capitalize on some points. Oh yeah, Randall did say he does get last place points because he took a provisional this week.
Okay.
So he won't
So
be
that's
out
what
of
he
it.
meant by the provisional.
Yeah, he'll lose that 4th place in the points, or 3rd or whatever it is, but he'll still get points, you know.
I didn't know that's what he meant by the provisional. I thought he was just joking around with the provisional thing. But right on. I didn't know they did that.
Yep. Smallwood in 7th. Still trying to deal with a loose car here tonight. Seen him spin a couple of times, but saves it, keeps it off the wall. That's the most important part. Eric Lambert, 8th place. Eric having an exceptional night here tonight. He hasn't been caught up into anything or got into any wrecks or anything. So hopefully Eric can keep that thing steady now. Here comes Kevin Spaulding to the inside and takes that position away after Eric slipped a little bit coming off of turn 2. Whining in 10th. Calvin Troy with half a car. We'll probably see him pick up a couple positions here in the next few laps. He was 27 laps down, but with Crumry, Brandner, and Sedlick all out of the race, if he can stay with it long enough, he'll pick up 3 more positions. That's 3 more points.
Well, we got a change for second place. Rudy Thomas Keene has moved into second place, and he's got his sights set on Goodman now.
I think Keene's car is a little bit better out in clean air, as I think Goodman could probably attest to that right now. He is out in clean air, and he's got nobody trying to pull any air off of the rear spoiler or anything. No disrupting the air around that car right now. So. But Keene almost in clean air as he's a second behind Goodman. He's almost feeling like he is in clean air.
Yeah, it's pretty much a second in Indianapolis is almost like clean air.
Yep. Zach Miller's not letting go. He is hanging right there with
Ooh, Smallwood loose again coming off a 2. Wow. That car's just not like coming off the corner tonight, Rudy.
I just don't think that car likes Indianapolis, period.
Nope. 2 and 4. He's just having issues coming off 2 and 4.
Yep. Riding along here with Zachary Miller right now.
Ooh, heard a little wall clang there.
That was Zachary Miller tapped the wall.
Ooh.
Boy, he closes right up on Keene's bumper, don't he?
Yeah, he does.
Wow. Roger Wagner wanting to get up into that battle.
Just can't dive bomb him down in there, though, when you get there that late.
Yeah,
that'll just lead to disaster.
Yep, he's just going to have to wait till the tires, start to fall off and try to catch him. If Keene does slip a little bit in the turn or anything. Oh, Smallwood into the wall. Oh, no caution though. Let's go see what happened to Daniel.
He's on pit road now.
Yes, sir. That coming off of turn 4 again. And the car just loses it. When he hit that inside pit wall hard.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Man, I think that's probably going to end Smallwood's night right there. I don't know.
Caution.
Okay, where was the caution at?
Not sure we got a caution.
Calvin Troy. Calvin Troy spinning it around. Dang. So, kind of good news for Daniel, because Daniel was about to go a lap down.
Yeah, that'll save him, but if he's still got a lot of damage, it's going to end his competitive night.
Oh, definitely, yeah. He's coming off pit road now, and no back end left on the car.
Ooh.
So it's going to be, you think it's been loose now? Wait till... Well, what do you think about getting Smallwood up here to talk to him?
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be in a talkative mood.
Well, maybe not. He's usually pretty late.
Oh, we missed something, Rudy. Paul Crumry took it behind the wall.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was a long time ago he did that. You didn't hear me saying that Calvin Troy could pass up Nathan Sedlick, Thomas Brander, and Paul Crumry?
I must have blocked out the Paul Crumry part.
Wow, okay.
I heard Brander in there, and that's all I heard when you said that.
All right, then. Well, Calvin Troy did pick up 2 positions there. He gets by Sedlick and Brander. Now, next he will get by Paul Crumry. Did you hear that?
I got you this time.
I'm just picking on you, buddy.
I wonder what happened to Paul. I missed that.
I don't know. I didn't see what happened. It was just like all of a sudden I didn't see him on the track. So, yeah, I don't really know.
Well, here they all come, buddy. Looks like Medley's going to stay out and lead a lap.
Yes, sir. Everybody trying to get that 1 point, for a lap led. That's pretty awesome. Well, Gidman comes to his pit stall. Everybody else, let's see if... Hey, Thomas Keene didn't hit the wall that time.
He's working on it, Rudy.
Yeah, he's working on it. Yeah, and he types in chat, woohoo, no wall. Oh, I don't believe these guys, I'm telling you. Well, Smallwood's going to come out second because he pitted early. He went right down pit road.
Yeah, well, we'll see how much he has.
He's not going to be fast. We already know that.
I was going to say, he hit the wall hard.
Yeah. Well, how about if we talk to Sean Medling?
Alrighty.
You like to talk to the leaders.
Go for it, Rudy.
Sean Medling, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How are you?
Well, you stayed out, led a lap. How's it feel out front?
It feels good for right now, but I'm about to pit here. So, I'm just trying to finish this race without any damage or anything.
What's the car been doing for you? I mean, has it been kind of smooth, or are you struggling with it like everybody else is?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of struggling a little bit. I got involved in that pace lap altercation there, so it kind of screwed a little bit of stuff up and just a little bit loose. Trying to work on that some, just kind of biding my time, running some laps and see what can happen.
All right, buddy. Well, we don't want to bother you while you're pitting. We already did that once and kind of messed up Thomas Keene a little bit, but good luck out there tonight, Sean.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, him and Smallwood both come to pit road. But Galen Gidman will retain the lead.
Well, the 2 fastest cars are starting 1 and 2 right now. These 2 guys have been the 2 dominant cars out front. Now let's see what happens on this restart, Rudy.
Okay, Paul Crumry said as he was heading down pit road during caution, the lip of the last part of the inside of pit road ripped the rear end of my car right out.
Oh, wow.
The lip of the last part of the inside of pit road, okay.
That sucks. Sorry to hear that, Paul.
Yeah, man, we were hoping to see you. Man, he was running so good.
Having a strong run. He started last, and he's working his way up to the field.
Telling you, man, we've seen a lot of great cars taken out tonight, and this is really, I don't know, it's really kind of unsettling to me a little bit because these guys run so good, and to see something like that happen to some of these great drivers out here, man, that's just, it says a lot about this track. I can tell you that. It's pretty tough.
I was going to say the culprit's Indianapolis, man. This place is brutal.
Well, we should get the 1 to go here. I believe everybody is off of pit road and catching back up. Daniel Smallwood will be last. 12 cars left in the race. Looks like Calvin Troy finally ended his day. He will finish in 14th. if we could get. Nope. I guess we ain't gonna talk to Calvin because he's not even here. He's left. He left the building.
How about Fireball Joe?
Fireball Joe. You can do the talking. Here he comes.
All right, move him on down. Fireball Joe, this is Scott up here in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you, man.
How you feeling out there tonight, knowing that there's a whole lot of points to be made up?
Very good. At the same time, extremely nervous because I don't know if you watched that last moment when I was on pit lane. If you watch me, I suddenly pull off to the side and slow down like I don't know where I am. My graphics card just went out 3 minutes ago, and it came back on.
Wow.
So I have no idea what's going on. I'm praying to God it doesn't go out, because that's what ruined me at Texas. I went from 25th to 5th in 5 laps, and then my graphics card went out and I wrecked.
What a hell of a time for that to have happened, too.
I know. I'm terrified right now. The car's good. Outside that, the car's good. I have a lot in a tank that I'm not showing right now. I don't think I have anything for Galen, but I do think I have a top 5 car. So, but right now, points.
Well, just keep looking out the windshield, man, and go get him, buddy. There's a lot of points to be made here.
Yeah, I know. I'm probably going to need, like, a change of underwear right now.
Try not to think about that and just try on focusing on hitting your lines.
Yeah, I'm more worried about wrecking someone else if it goes out. So if I suddenly veer off the track for no apparent reason, you know what happened.
Good luck, Joe.
Thanks, man.
Man, what a bad time to have that happen, Rudy.
I'm telling you, that's the kind of things that you have to endure, though. You know, no different than real life racing. Pace
That's
car's
right.
in. And Gidman does get a good start.
That's like having a $12 seal go out on you in the rear end.
Yep. You know, it's no different.
Old Jimmy Johnson knows how that feels.
Yep. No different than in real life. You know, things like that do happen. You know, a shifter breaks off, or a clutch pedal breaks, or you know, what the gas pedal comes undone. You know, there's all kinds of weird things that can happen.
Yep.
So it's really no different. Graphics card going out, be the same thing.
No different than the power going out.
Yep. Roger Wagner in third. Jeffrey Porter fourth, and Zach Miller top 5, trying to stay ahead of Joe Roberts. Fireball Joe Roberts.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, Gidman right now is holding off Keen. Keen is driving the wheels off that thing, but Gidman's holding his own out front.
Yes, he is. He's out there in that clean air.
Yep. And he's smooth. He's looking good right now.
Well, that's good because recent weeks here we've seen Gidman, you know, run really well like he's doing here tonight. And then I don't know what happens late in the race, whether monotony sets in or what, I don't know, but something happens and it winds up costing him the race. So hopefully that does not happen to Galen tonight.
Well, you can definitely tell the racing's picked up because look at all these guys up front. Everybody's trying to stay with these front 2 guys.
Definitely. I think the guys have been tweaking on their cars a little bit and you know, dialing them in. The track's changing.
That could be.
Track's changing and they got to change with it.
Here comes Keen. Look at this. Basically pushing him down into one.
Right
Just to
along
touch
here.
on.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to touch on Thomas Brander's point. I'm just curious to see, as we start to build up some laps here, how they do manage off the corners of 2 and 4, because we have seen a lot of issues tonight for some guys.
Yeah, definitely. When I've been kind of watching here, Daniel Smallwood has got himself, at least he's into 9th place, and they did put a back end back on that car. Very good.
Yeah, he's running strong out there for, you know, having as many issues as he's had this evening.
Yeah, and if he can just keep that thing from spinning out on him, he'll be all right, I think. Looking at a top 10 finisher anyhow.
Still got a long way to go, Rudy. Still 27 laps left in this race, and that's a long time at this place.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, almost somebody in the wall back there. Looked like Sean Medley.
Yeah, he almost nailed it. Ross Cato 11th. And way back off of the pace, Mike Viney. And he's got some pretty heavy damage on the left front of that car. Taking a look at it a little bit closer here, you can see the damage he has on the left front. So I don't know what he's been into. That's usually a sign that he's been into another driver when you got left front damage. But the right side of the car looks good and clean.
Well, that means he hasn't been on the wall.
Right.
Well, the front two have started to break away.
Yeah, they got a 1.2 second lead over Roger Wagner, and here comes Zach Miller, side
Taking
by
a peek.
side. Whoa, did he drive it in there deep?
Ooh.
Man, I'm telling you, that had that had me a little nervous there, I can tell you that.
Sure, Roger didn't appreciate that much.
No, that's kind of like the dive bombing thing there, you know. Boy, he did dive bomb it in there, but Roger had plenty of notice because he's seen him coming. Now Roger takes a peek on the inside, but no dice there.
Here we go for the lead. Gein's diving. He's got it. Wow, power move there. Oh, look at this, the old over-under. Oh, whoa. Oh, Earnhardt move about led to disaster there, but they got through it.
Gibbon back.
Gibbon got it back.
Dang. These guys are racing like it is the last lap.
Yep, we still got more than a quarter of the race to go. Gein dirt tracking it through the short chute.
Roger Wagner back in front of Zach Miller. And boy, what a gaggle of cars right here. Jeff Porter, Joe Roberts, and Eric Lambert into 7th. Holy smokes. That's almost unheard of.
Rudy.
No. Hey, he don't have the 13 on tonight. He's got the 78, so he's good to go.
Oh, Smallwood loose again coming off the corner. He saved it.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with his car tonight. Boy, he is just like all over the place with that car.
I think he's driving a sprint car tonight. Somebody's in the wall. Zachary Miller, way off the pace.
Oh, man, that was close. Almost cut the nose of Eric Lambert right off.
Wow. Yeah, I think there was an incident between the 99 and Zach Miller.
And Jeffrey Porter, he's driving it pretty rough out there tonight. I've seen him. He's did a little bumping and banging to get to where he's at, and I don't know if that's what happened there, but earlier I seen he got into somebody there for position.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at it now. Looks like they went into 3, a little high. Both of them were a little high. Neither one of them were really down on the bottom of the corner. And the 99 might have drifted up just a tiny bit, just barely tapped him, but it was enough to upset the car. Definitely cost the 81 a lot of track position.
Yeah, he did. But he did get pulled back away from Eric Lambert now, so he's starting to reel Jeff Porter back in.
These front two have really broken away from the rest of the field. It's pretty much a 2-car race right now.
And Daniel Smallwood off the track again. Boy, he just needs to, I don't know what he needs to do. He needs to back in corners up more or something. I'm not sure what he's doing wrong there. He is really struggling with that car.
Yeah, you can see him stalling on the wheel through the windshield. It's definitely not very friendly to him right now.
Nope, because not too awful far. Sean Medling is going to be reeling him in. And he makes another flip like that, and it's going to be over for him.
We still got 21 laps to go, so long way to left. Ooh, loose again. Yeah, he's going to battle that car the rest of the way. That's pretty much going to be a problem the rest of the way. And as the tires wear down, it's only going to get worse.
Well, Mr. Smallwood's saying that Thomas Keene gave Daniel the wrong setup. I don't know.
Sabotage.
You don't want to give, somebody a setup that you're going to go out and beat you.
I'm hearing the song from the Beastie Boys, "Sabotage," in my head right now, Rudy. I'm just kidding. Their teammates might have been a mishap there. He might have. And if that's what happened, that's a shame.
Yep. Now Roger Wagner, Joe Roberts, nose to tail. 20 laps to go, folks. Roger a little loose right there. And I think Joe's going to pull out and might be able to get a run on Roger. Side by side. Roger's just going to let him go.
One more point. Valuable point, too.
Yes, sir. Joe goes into third. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I didn't start that. That was Mr. Smallwood said he gave him the wrong setup or something there. Who was it that said that? Yeah, Keene, you gave my son the wrong setup, he said. No, I wouldn't trying to start trouble or nothing. Zach Miller, 6th place. I wonder if these guys will have to pit one more time, you think? Yeah, definitely.
Yes, sir.
Yep, so we'll be watching for green flag pit stops here. Only 12 drivers. No, Josh Witherspoon's sitting on pit road, so 12 drivers left on the track right now. Keene still hanging on. Them two have pulled way away from third place. Joe Roberts, they're like out there, and I think they're heading to the next track.
Getting a beat on traffic, huh, Rudy?
Yes, sir.
And if you've ever been to Indianapolis, if you can get a beat on traffic, I highly recommend you get moving.
Well, since Joe Roberts cleared Roger Wagner, he has pulled away a little bit, but not too awful far. Roger's been hanging on right there. Quite a ways ahead of Jeff Porter, their teammate, that place.
Yeah, and right behind him is Zachary Miller. This ought to be interesting. See if anything goes down when they get a little closer.
Randall, you're supposed to be resting, not on the computer. You were supposed to be with your feet kicked up, drinking a beer in front of your 55-inch TV watching this.
Yeah, don't get carpal tunnel on top of having broken ribs or sore ribs.
He's been in chat the whole race.
Gonna have carpal tunnel next week. Can't turn my wrist.
Well, I'm still watching Galen Gidman and Thomas Keene here. They really have not separated too awful much. Keene kind of closes up and then he loses a little bit, so I think it's a difference in the turns is what the difference is right now with them two. One may be faster in one turn than another one. He's bored.
Get caution.
Oh, we do have a caution. Let's see who that would have been. Daniel Smallwood again. Uh-oh. Let's see what happens.
He's still going. I think he just spun it again.
Oh, no, it was Sean Medling. Sean Medling spun right in front of Daniel Smallwood, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, Smallwood missed him and spun. So
Yeah.
Smallwood did spin, but yeah, it was at the cause of meddling. But he didn't hit anything. Meddling hit the wall.
Oh man, yes he is. Oh, yeah, he hit just like a flat hit on that outside wall, but
yeah,
and then Smallwood
Pretty good.
spins.
Pretty good kiss though.
Yeah.
That definitely wasn't no prom kiss.
Nope. Smallwood just loops it, gets it back going. Randall says we're on him with the old people jokes. That's funny. He needs to be in chat every week instead of on the track. He needs to be in chat because that's keeping me entertained. Well, everybody's ready to come to pit road. This will be their final pit stop. And we're going to...
Barring any more cautions.
Right. We're just going to have a short stint here to the end, probably about 12 laps to go when they get the green. So let's follow along here one more time as everybody's going to be heading for pit road, I'm sure. You know something, though? I was just looking. Joe Roberts has not led a lap yet tonight.
Hey, he's working on it. He's a third now.
Yeah. You know, you could
It's
take
an important pit stop. See if
Yeah.
maybe he can gain a position or maybe even get out first here if these guys have some issues.
Yeah. That's a good
We've
point.
seen Keen hit inside wall twice, so pressure time now.
Yes, sir.
All it takes is overslide in the box or just make a one critical mistake. Joe Roberts could have this lead before you know it. Well, Keen didn't hit the inside wall that time. Porter had to back up. That's going to cost him time.
Well, I think we're going to talk to Roger Wagner here once they get off pit road.
Ooh, and Roberts was coming, but Gidman got out. Keen will get out first. Looks like Wagner, he'll beat Roberts out. So it'll be Keen, Gidman, Wagner, and then Joe Roberts.
All right. I'm going to get Big Daddy Raj up here if I can find my mouse. Where the heck is it? There it is. Big Daddy Raj, you got a copy?
My man, what's up, Rudy Cummins?
Well, hey, brother, you're in third, and you've been pretty strong, but boy, that guy right behind you, Joe Roberts, he'd been all over you. I know you guys are teammates and all, but you guys battled it up there. It looked like the one time you just kind of let him go, probably a good choice. You know, he's out there for points tonight for the championship. You're not. Man, what are you going to have to do to get up there and win this race?
Hope these two in front of me wreck, I think. We're a little too tight, and it doesn't get better on the long run. I've made several changes, and I had it too free at one point, and snugged it back up, and that didn't pay off. So I threw a little bit of something at it right here. We'll see what happens. I'll be happy with just a podium. I know those guys are all racing for points. Brander's out of it tonight, and Joe's racing for points. Teammates or not, I've cut that guy a couple of breaks, but we're getting down to time to all man for himself, and I think I'm just going to race hard and see what happens. I want to get a podium finish here. We've been pretty strong the last 2 or 3 weeks. I've actually made some improvements over the beginning of the season when I was getting caught up in everybody else's stuff, so I just want to finish the season strong and get podiums the rest of the way out if I can manage it.
Very good. I'll tell you what, you're doing a heck of a job out there tonight, Roger. You've led 7 laps, so that had to feel good out there in front. And by the way, how did the car react? Did it react so much better out in clean air?
No. It's weird. The car is really neutral when I get in clean air, but it gets crazy tight right up behind somebody, within about 2/10 of somebody. When you get right on their bumper, you completely lose the nose. But my car's been tight real bad on entry anyway, and I'm trying to work that out. Probably a little too late. These two guys in front of me, I know they've worked really hard to try to break the RPM string, and they're doing a great job tonight. I give them all the credit in the world. But, it's just this car. I haven't got my mind completely wrapped around it. We're really close. I know we are. It's just 1 or 2 adjustments. as soon as we get it, we're going to be right back to unstoppable again. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I've tried 100 different spring combinations and everything else. That's one of my favorite places. So just getting out here to run on this, I can handle the car pretty well, even if it's bad, where a lot of guys are going to struggle. Joe's kind of got the same thing going that I got, and it's just, right now we just want to get an RPM guy on the podium and keep that string alive for sure.
All right, Raj. Well, good luck out there. We want to get a quick word in with Galen Gidman, so we're going to let you get back to work at it, and good luck.
All right, man, I appreciate it. Be sure to tell him that he can fence that thing anytime he's ready.
All right, I'll tell him.
All right. Thanks, Rudy.
Yep. Okay. They're getting about ready to go, get the one to go here. But Galen Gidman, you got a copy?
Yeah, Rudy.
Well, you've been the fastest guy out there. Everybody's wanting a piece of your tail there, in a sense. You've led 39 laps. Do you got a victory in sight?
I sure hope so. We've had the fastest car the last few weeks and ruined it for ourselves, had it ruined for us, just various things. So I really want to win it, but Keen's driving the exact same thing I am, so he's going to be hard to pass.
Well, I'm supposed to give you a message from Roger Wagner. He said you can fence that thing anytime.
I bet. Roger's a heck of a talent here at Indy, but I think we've outcarred him just a little bit tonight, so I bet he'd love us to fence it. He knows that he's better at Indy than I am, so anytime I'm ahead of him, I must just have a pretty decent car.
Very good, very good. All right, well, we're going to be looking for you to get in victory lane, Galen. You're going to have 11 laps to do it, so good luck, and get it there, man. We're going to be looking for you.
Thank you. I hope to talk to you here in a few minutes.
Okay. All right, let's see if Keen can hold him off. Now, Keen's going to be the commander of the start here, Scott, so let's see what he can do, huh?
Well, get us going, Rudy.
10-4.
I know Keen wants to win this thing. I know Galen wants to win it too. We'll see if Roger, Joe, or even old Eric Lambert sitting back here in 5th place got anything for these boys.
That's right. You just never know when things like that can, things can happen. And we've seen it already.
Especially here.
All right, pace car's in. Boy, Keen was holding them just as long as he could possibly hold them. But what a start. Galen went right with him, though.
Yep, Galen got a pretty good restart there. Whoa, Keen driving it for all it's worth right now. Get every inch between him and that wall.
Oh, definitely, yes. Roger Wagner saying he's just going to drive the heck out of it to stay ahead of Joe Robert, possibly get it to victory lane. Joe, hungry for this win to get as many points as he can, has not even led a lap today, but all he cares about is leading that last one.
And his graphics card not going out on him.
Yeah.
Wow.
10 more laps, Joe. He's probably got his fingers crossed and his toes crossed and his legs crossed and everything. And they're
good.
Battle right behind them between Eric Lambert and Jeffrey Porter.
Yep. They're going to freight anyway, it looks like.
Yep. Eric went way up the hill that time and let Jeffrey Porter, Zach Miller, and Daniel Smallwood, all three of them, get by. So,
how about Smallwood with all the stuff he's been in tonight? Still in 7th place, and he's putting the pressure on these two guys to try to get into 5th.
Yeah, well, what do you think about it? Keen giving him a bad setup.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Sounds like there's going to be a meeting after the race.
No, they were kidding about that. I just had to keep it going, Anyhow, Keen now with Gidman all over him. This is a little bit of a role reversal from what we've seen earlier. This is pretty wild.
The 8 laps to go. Next time by, Rudy.
Keen trying to put the Jimmy John Chevrolet into victory lane and running. I think Gidman said that they're running the same setup. I think that's what he said.
I didn't hear that if he said that.
Yeah, they're running the same setup.
I was checking my phone while you were interviewing him.
But Joe Roberts goes into third.
My phone's been blowing up like Hiroshima.
Well, probably especially when I was texting you.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, it never fails. I'll start a race and my phone just starts blowing up.
Well, I kind of was doing it on purpose, but I didn't think
I know you were.
I didn't think it was going to bother you that bad.
But it never fails. It's like as soon as the race started, it was like, ding, 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 and I'm just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, really.
I was like, I haven't raced all day, and the phone hasn't made a sound in a little while, and then it just starts. It's like, and then you popped in there. Am I bothering you? No, Rudy.
Not at all,
buddy. When you know that always happens to me.
Yep. Well, it's happened to me too. I mean, I've sat here all day, and my phone never rang. Okay. Come along about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I think I'll lay down for a little bit. My phone never stops ringing.
Go figure, right?
Yeah.
Well, Keen's pulling away now, Rudy.
Roberts is coming. He's on Galen Gidman's tail.
Thomas Keen put the hammer down.
Yes, he did. Pulled away by 1.3 seconds. Now it just kind of makes you wonder if Gidman could be maybe just kind of nursing them tires right now and try to make a late race charge. I don't know. It's kind of Zachary Miller gets around Jeff Porter, goes into 5th. We got another battle back here. Eric Lambert getting by Kevin Spaulding. Well, I guess them two were battling. Spaulding back in 8th place. Daniel Smallwood 9th. Ross Cato 10th. Sean Medling 11th. And Mike Vining rounding out the field 12th place. And he is so far off of the pace, it's unreal. He's about to be passed up here for to put a lap down here.
He's hung in there, though.
Yeah, he is. Keen with a 1.1 second lead over Galen Gidman. I think Gidman's seen the story coming about right here. He says, you know what? He's getting away. I can't let this happen.
He's closing in on him now.
5 laps to go here. This is where it's getting interesting now. Gidman pulled away from Roberts about a half a second. Oh, Roger was a little squirrely right there coming off of turn 2.
Oh, and there's another one back there in the back. I think it's Eric Lambert. He almost lost it coming off too. He's going to lose a position because of it.
Maybe. Spaulding's trying. Look at Smallwood turning up the heat here. He wants as many positions as he can get out there, running in 9th, and he'd like to get both of them guys right there and put himself into 7th, I'm sure.
Yeah, he must have had another moment because he was already up there running in 7th, and he's dropped back. So we must have missed something with Smallwood.
Could be.
And we know he's been battling that car all night. So
4 laps to go. Gidman with 3/4 of a second behind Keen now.
Spaulding and Smallwood are both getting past Lambert right now.
Yes, sir. Kevin Spaulding 7th, Daniel Smallwood 8th, and Eric Lambert back to 8th or 9th. Excuse me. So trying to watch up here in the front is Gidman. He was starting to close. Like I said, he was starting to close on him. And you know, they still got 3 laps to go, and a lot can happen right now with 3 to go. All Keen has to do is slip a little bit in one of them turns, and Gidman's going to be all over him.
Keen gained just a fraction of a second there on that lap.
Joe Roberts, I don't know, I don't think he wants to settle for third. I think he would like to get up there and get past Gidman for second. I mean, I know he'd like to get to victory lane, but, you know, it just doesn't look like he's going to have the car to do it today. But still, third place is going to be great for him. Going to definitely pull in a lot of points on our points leader there, Thomas Brandner.
Yep, Keen only needs to get around here more times and he'll have this thing. I think Roberts is going to have to settle for third and just collect as many points as he can.
Probably the smart thing to do. But I'll tell you what,
yes,
Gidman now 1/2 a second. Half a second off the back bumper. Like I said, he may have been kind of backing off and cooling them tires off.
I don't know what Keen did there going into one. I think he might have got out of it a little early because he caught up by 3/10 there.
Yeah.
And now he's all over him.
Now within 3/10. Be coming to get the white flag this time. All right, Keen's got 4 more turns.
And they got a slower car, Mike Vining, right in front of him. Let's see if this plays into this, Rudy.
Yeah, it just might because I know he is really slow.
Yeah, he's under 3/10 now. I don't know what's happened to Thomas Keen all of a sudden.
Whether he gets out of the way and lets these guys race it out here, we'll see. Oh, Keen almost into the wall.
Wow,
look at blocking going on. No, you're kidding me.
Joe Roberts is going to win this thing, Rudy. Wow, points maximizing.
Oh, you are kidding me.
No, it really happened. I can't believe it happened, but it really did. And Galen is out on the track. He's into the wall. He's going to bring out a caution.
But the race is over.
Didn't come out.
No, it won't come out.
Wow.
Oh, Joe Roberts going to bring it home.
That's Indianapolis for you, Rudy. It's never over until it's over.
That's right. Exactly right. Well, Roger Wagner will get second and Zachary Miller third.
Fireball Joe Roberts steals it in Indiana tonight. Wow.
Well,
that got ugly at the end there.
I'm going to let you talk to Joe here.
10-4.
Yeah.
Joe Roberts, let it out, man. Let it out,
sorry,
Joe.
I shouldn't laugh, but
let it out.
It's like, wow. Okay.
Called it. Wow. Tell us about that. Tell us about that finish.
Well, there's really nothing to even like how to quantify it. I did not have the best car tonight. That's evident. I took no fuel in that last run, so I could get a little bit of extra oomph. It got me by Roger. Roger was right, though. He told me before I went back on the track. He's like, yeah, it's going to tighten your car up like crazy. I'm like, I'm a doofus. So, crew chief's always right. But, it's just like, yeah, I'm just happy to pull out a win that I really did not deserve. But, hey, some people, you create your own luck. You're in a nice position, and 2 other people got too racy. So I guess I'll just take advantage.
Well, you were 40-some-odd minutes down, and I was telling Rudy at the start of the race that you had to start with just chopping off one leg at a time. And tonight, Brandner finished last, and you finished first, so you maximized as many points as you could possibly get.
Wow, I didn't even realize he finished dead last. It's just
yes, sir.
Yeah, that's unreal, and thanks everyone to the well wishes and everything. I just got a private message, and it's pretty funny. So it's yeah, this is probably the most flabbergasting win. I can remember before I won at Michigan, I went and I was always saying that it's like, man, I can't win a race. I always think something's going to go wrong. And now nothing can go wrong. Everything's going right. So, I mean, Galen had the best car again for the second week in a row. Should have won again for the second week in a row. But, I mean, I know he'd take advantage if he was in the same position. So I'm going to do the same.
Well, this is your second win in a row. How's that feeling?
Second time, 2 wins in a row. I gotta keep this up. It's I was telling Brant earlier in the evening. It's like there's no way I can win the championship because I have to win 2 of these last 3 races, and you have a bad night. So we're already 1/3 of the way there, which I can't.
Well,
believe.
there you go. Yeah, really.
I can't believe it. So I came in here 46 points back. I'm probably only 20 some points back, but still, everything's gonna have to go right. Brantner's gonna win the championship. There's no way a guy with that level of talent is going to have 3 bad weeks in a row. He had a 10th, a last, and next week there's no way he's going to do it again. We're at Dover. He's won there.
Well, technically, he doesn't have to have 3. If you can get to Richmond and you're within, 20 or some points, it's double points that night, man. So anything can happen. If the same thing happens at Richmond, there you go.
Joe,
it's
not over.
That's the way it works.
It's not over till the large lady sings.
Yeah, we'll see. I think she's already hummed a few bars, but it's
she ain't singing though.
Yeah, but it's like this evening I was going down pit road and my graphics card went out, so it's like it just everything worked out right. I can't believe it happened. I feel really bad for Galen, honestly, I do. I mean, he had the car to beat again. That's 2 weeks in a row. He's had the field covered. And just last week, I beat him on strategy. That was a bona fide win. This one was just flat out stealing it. I mean, I never expected that. We're like, these 2 guys are going to wreck. Yep. It's like they're blocking each other. I don't know how this is going to go. So,
yeah, it got ugly there between those 2 at the end, but you benefited hugely from it. Who you want to thank for this nice little steal tonight at Indianapolis?
I got to thank the guy who finished right behind me, Roger Wagner. He was nice enough to let me buy him earlier, like about 10 laps earlier. I did a really aggressive move, and I would only do that within 10 laps, but even then, I'm lucky he didn't have his wheel cocked to the left yet, or else we would have both wrecked. So that would have been a really nice thing to go and have due to my crew chief. Got to thank him. Got to thank Porter, Nathan Sedlak, Eric Lambert, Scott. He's watching the race right now. I think he hurt himself somehow or something like that. And then just everybody else on the team. Steve Pearson wasn't here tonight. Mike Vining, who was, I think, a lap down, finishing right in front of me. Thomas Brantner. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry you finished last. It's a competition. I'm going to take every chance I got to beat you. So, but yeah, if I missed anyone, I'm sorry. But yeah, great race tonight for RPM. Just put yourself in the right position. Something will happen.
Well, Joe, it was a hell of a night, and you hung in there, and you were in the right place at the right time. And good luck next week at Dover, buddy.
Thanks, man. I can't imagine it'll be this wild again.
Make it 3 in a row. Go get the hat trick.
I'll try.
Thanks, Joe. Rudy.
Thanks, man.
All right, Roger Wagner.
Man, how many times are you going to talk today?
Tell me about your racing out there. Did you even... I know you never even thought that you would be on the podium here tonight after the way that thing was turning out. Once Joe got by you and you kind of fell back to 4th, there was just no way you were going to reel him back in. But you come in here and you steal 2nd. So, I mean, I know it's the first loser, but hey, 2nd looks good, huh?
The team won, and that's really important to us. I mean, this is about 6 races in a row now. We've said it 100 times that when you put in the work, the results start to show, and it's all paying dividends right now. I mean, we kind of stole this one, but what Joe and I were talking about it on the radio as we were going around a couple laps before. If they get to racing each other, we need to stay right here where we're at because we could steal this. One of us could get it, and he put a late move on me going into 3. Yeah, I got to let him go. He got the fender there. I don't want to cut a teammate off, and he's racing for a points championship. So I gave him that, and I was content to just ride right there, clear out a top 5. We saw him going down the backstretch and start going left, further left, come back to the right, further left. They're wrecking. They're going to hit each other, and they're going to wreck, or they're going to miss the entry of the corner so bad it's not funny. And sure enough, off in the grass they went, and so we just drove right by him. Yeah, I'm real excited about that. But I'm real happy for this team. All the way from the bottom to the top. Pearson wasn't here, like Joe said, but unfortunate for Nate and Thomas that they got together tonight. Just, it's racing, and when you got that many guys that close together in speed, running the same stuff, that close together on the track, if one guy makes a mistake, it hurts everybody. We were talking about it before the race, man. Thomas just finished the races. That's all you got to do. You don't have to win. Everybody wants to win, but you don't have to. Just finish the races, and unfortunately tonight he just it didn't work out for him. So it's going to open the door, and it's going to make an RPM battle at the top. Team owner's really, really excited about that. He's really happy. I didn't feel like we had the best cars tonight, but sometimes you just make your own luck, and we just stayed in position. I mean, we stayed at the front all night long. We were at 3 cars in the top 5 most of the night. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I was saying, Scott and I were talking about it earlier when Thomas Brander was back there riding along 4th, 5th place. He doesn't need to go out there and win the race. All he's got to do is just have consistent finishes for the last 3 races of the season, and he's got the championship sewed up. But just unfortunate thing happens like that, and that's the kind of turn of events that can happen. And I know he's going to come out and he's going to run the wheels off of it next week for this championship, but so is Joe. I'm not going to take anything away from either of them. They're both going to just drive their hearts out next week because it's gotten so much closer. That win tonight for Joe Roberts is just like giving a junkie a shot in the arm. He is just flying on cloud 9 right now. So
cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Joe did what Joe had to do.
Yep.
One, Joe finished the race. Joe ends up winning the race. Thomas didn't. The one thing that no one's mentioned yet that I've been thinking about, next week isn't quite as important as long as Joe finishes the race. All he needs to do is finish in front of Thomas because that final race is double points.
That's right.
You have a bad week there, that's the complete swing in this whole deal. Joe closed the gap tonight. He's got it probably down somewhere between 20 and 25 points now. That final race at Richmond, that is a huge deal. That's going to be a short track at night. It's kind of flat. It's really fast. The cars get out of control there anyway, and with this new build, the car's going to be way out of control. If he has a bad night there and Joe finishes like Joe does, Thomas could have really, he could have put himself in a big bind tonight. I know it wasn't his fault. I'm completely sympathetic with that. But, we might see a crazy, run to the finish, right? These guys could be, whoever finishes ahead of the other wins the thing. So
that's right.
It's pretty cool. And I just got the update. It's 26 points right now, the way it stands.
Very good. Very good. All right. Well, Raj, anybody you want to thank?
The entire Raw Motorsports family, and that's what these guys are. We're like a bunch of brothers over there. We give each other a hard time, but we all come together and we work hard to get where we are, and it's really showing. It's paying off, and everybody's having a good time. We were fighting the car tonight, but we were still having a good time with each other, still ribbing each other a little bit, making jokes. And that's what you got to have. You got to have a brotherhood to do this right. And I thank every one of those guys for showing up for practice and working as hard as they do all week long on our A-Open program and on this IWCR program. Every bit of this goes to those guys. All of it. All the congratulations goes to the whole team.
All right, Raj. Well, congrats on 2nd place, and thanks for chatting with us, and good luck next week at Dover.
I appreciate it, buddy. Go RPM, baby.
All right, Scott, you got 3rd place?
Yes, sir. Zachary Miller, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Zach, tell us about the finish of that race from your perspective, man. You come home 3rd after all that. What'd you see?
It's not necessarily the way I want to get 3rd, but I'll take it. But that was crazy. I can't believe my teammate did that, but I was hoping he'd get the win. But I guess unfortunately circumstances didn't fall out like that. But it was fun to watch. I just felt like we didn't really have the car towards the end. We took a little bit of damage, and it just seemed like, ever since then it wasn't, as solid as it was early in the race. I felt like it was a 3rd place car, though, but I don't know. It just seems like it was just kind of crapping out at the end, but just took a little bit of door damage. But, it ran, okay, I guess. 3rd place is all right.
Yeah, is that when you were going into 3 with the 99?
Yeah, it looks like he just got in there a little too hot and just slid up into me, and that could have been a lot worse, but fortunately, neither him or I, wrecked or wrecked anybody else, so that all kind of worked out, but I felt like I didn't really have a chance towards the end there after that happened, but then we got that late caution, and I was like, all right, but it just didn't seem like it drove the same.
Well, you fell back to 8th or 9th once that happened to you, and you recovered from that and brought home a podium tonight, so that's got to feel pretty good all in all.
Yeah, it felt like the whole race, I just had to kind of, I made a pit road mistake earlier, got all the way back to last place, had to work my way up to like 5th. in like one race run. I just felt like I kept, falling back and coming forward, and we got up to second there at one point, but I don't know, things just didn't fall our way. But I guess I'm happy with third place. I mean, it's the best I could really get with those circumstances, I would say.
We're gonna see you at these next few races, Zach.
Absolutely, man. I'm just signed with Checkers and Wreckers. We literally signed in Stuart Haas Racing. We were all at the race shop, and we did a handshake. And it's like night and day. Now that I got good setups and everything, I'm fast. So, I mean, maybe I can capitalize on one of these races and get a win.
Well, who do you want to thank for this performance here tonight, buddy?
My whole team, man. Checkers and Wreckers. They built a phenomenal car. It was a little tight, but honestly, it ran better than I imagined. But yeah, especially Thomas Keane, Daniel Smallwood, Calvin Troy, all those guys, man, they just built a great car. So I'm satisfied. I'll take it, and on to next week.
Oh, on to Dover, right?
Absolutely.
All right, Zach. Well, great job tonight, bringing home third place, and we'll see you at Dover next week.
Thank you very much, man.
Rudy.
All right, let's run down through the results here real quick. Joe Roberts coming home the winner here tonight with an unexpected finish, but a great finish. Roger Wagner in second. Zachary Miller finishing third. Jeff Porter fourth. Kevin Spalding fifth. Daniel Smallwood sixth. Ross Cato seventh. Sean Medling eighth. Thomas Keane ninth. And Galen Gidman 10th. Scott?
Mike Vining comes home 11th. Eric Lambert 12th. Joshua Witherspoon 13th. Paul Crumrine 14th. Calvin Troy 15th, Nathan Sedlick 16th, and unfortunately, the points leader coming in tonight finishes 17th, dead last tonight, Rudy. Thomas Brandner.
Awesome. All right, folks. Well, thanks for... Go ahead.
I was going to say, not for him, it wasn't.
Right. Right. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in here tonight, folks. We appreciate it, and we will see you tomorrow night here. Same time, same place, same channel for the IWCR Truck Series. Tune in at 10:50 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night. Till then, folks, stay safe and have a good night.